The best and the safest Volvo ever made. Well, it used to be the Volvo XC90. It was so good I bought one myself. Some might even argue it is the best and the safest in the world. But not anymore, because they now have this, the Volvo EX90, a fully electric 7-seater SUV with the latest and safest tech. Thanks to our EV tax exemption in our country, this only costs 8,000 ringgit more than the recently updated plug-in hybrid XC90. So at 442,888 ringgit, it's kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? Or is it really though? If you are in the market for a fully electric luxury 7-seater SUV, this is it. 2024 World Luxury Car of the Year, the Volvo EX90. What else is similar in the market? The closest is probably the Kia EV9, but just in terms of size, because that is at a different price segment of 370,000 ringgit. So it is only natural if you compare it with its PHEV sibling that it was supposed to replace. But now the XC90 is given a facelift and is selling alongside the EX90 as the ICE alternative. The EX90 is generally a larger car, a massive one with over 5 meters long and almost 2 meters wide. That's 84 millimeters longer and 33 millimeters wider as compared to my car over there. But when it comes to the height, it is 30 millimeters shorter at 1.744 meters. When it comes to the wheelbase though, it is pretty much similar at only 1 millimeters longer at 2,985 millimeters. One thing for sure, it is unmistakably a Volvo with its familiar shape and silhouette that runs in the family. You can spot it from a mile away with that shape and that face. It is a handsome face if you ask me, even without the nose, which is usually the grille. And as usual, the prominent iron mark emblem takes center stage, but what's interesting here are the lights. These Torx Hammer DRL are now in pixel form and they extend to the bottom. Here comes the party trick. They can actually blink at you when you approach it with the key in your pocket. They actually went through the trouble to design and build the mechanism within the light unit to slide it open to unveil the light beams inside. These are Transformer stuff. What's equally unusual is this bulge on top of the car. So with the press of the button, it will display your Grab logo when you're doing your e-hailing shift.
Hey, really?
No, not really. This is the LiDAR system that scans the road ahead.
Together with many other radar sensors and cameras all around, the car is capable of level 3 autonomous driving, but you just can't use it yet because of regulations. So as of now, the LiDAR system is used to gather data for our roads and tests will be carried out before implementing the self-driving feature.
The rims are 21-inch with Michelin Pilot Sport EV tyres, 265/45/21 for the front, while a massive 295/40/21 for the rear to handle all the weight and also the torque. The rim design though, I don't know, mine look better. Now the side mirrors module look very interesting. This bottom part here looks like a proper digital side mirror with the surround view camera right at the bottom, while they stick a real mirror right on top of it. It is borderless, it looks very nice, it looks very expensive, and it is probably also very expensive to replace. The side profile is pretty much identical to the XC90. It is also a bit too high for my 6-year-old to climb in. So to add on the side step accessory will be useful, and I bet it will look good too. Around the back, Volvo's new signature design language, similar to the EX30, looks very prominent and beautiful to look at night. It also does all the welcoming dance when you approach it. The cabin of the EX90 feels a lot airier as compared to the XC90. It is more minimalistic now. It's even more Scandinavian with all the materials like fabric, wood, polished metal and also leather-like material all coming together in harmony. And there are no buttons to be found, which is typical EV because everything is on this large 14.5-inch touchscreen display. It runs on the latest Google's Android Automotive system, and it is the best in the business because you can actually live without your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto.
It has its own data network. You can basically install all sorts of apps like Spotify, Waze, and even YouTube. And the Google Assistant is very useful as well for you to set your navigation, play a song, or even tell you a joke, which my kids always do. But unlike the EX30, you do get your own meter cluster here. It is a slick looking, freestanding 9-inch display. It may look a bit tiny, but it gets all the information you need, which includes the navigation map as well. It can display whatever maps that you are running on the main screen onto here. Volvo has upped its game when it comes to sustainability. The interior of this EX90 is completely leather-free, and they use around 50 kilograms of recycled materials in one cabin. The leather seats are wrapped in Volvo's own Nordico material, which is made of recycled plastic bottles, bio-attributed materials from Scandinavian forests, and textiles from recycled wine corks. So you don't just own a beautiful premium SUV, you are also saving the environment. But come to think of it, if you're paying over 400,000 ringgit for a car, wouldn't you be expecting the real deal, like dead cows all over, just for the smell? I don't know. Let us know what you think. Comment below. It'll be interesting to discuss. Oh, you also no longer get the crystal gear knob because the gear knob is now a stock on the steering column. Instead, you get this dual design media control dial here. I like how the center console is designed to look like it's floating. You get two cup holders in here. There is a wireless charging area for your phone and also your key tag. And down here, you get a large storage area for your stuff, maybe your handbag, elastic band maybe to hold your stuff as well, two USB charging ports. Under the center console, more space, but the opening is quite small. However, down there is a secret compartment which goes a lot deeper, which is great. Volvo says the cabin lighting mimics the spectrum of sunlight through 72 sun-like LEDs. These LEDs are designed to reproduce color temperature of natural sunlight, which reduces flickering and blue light, which can cause headaches and eye strain. The wooden dashboard is also with light illumination from the back, which looks really soothing at night. This EX90 is equipped with a very impressive audio system, which is still by Bowers & Wilkins, but it is at a whole new level as compared to the one in the XC90. It is equipped with a 1610-watt 25-speaker Bowers & Wilkins high-fidelity audio system that is Dolby Atmos compatible with 25 channels. Volvo say the EX90 is the quietest car they have ever made, so you can then truly enjoy the sound system whether you're seated in front, in the middle, or at the back. You can definitely enjoy the sound system back here in the middle row like a boss because it is so spacious and roomy back here. Thanks to the large panoramic roof, it feels airy, there's a lot of leg room, the flat floor is great, that's a plus point, plenty of room for your feet under the seat in front of you. You get two air vents down here, aircon controls, two USB-C charging ports, another air vent on the B pillar, signature Volvo booster seat right in the middle. You get this very comfortable armrest with two cup holders. And one thing I do have to point out though, my daughter did mention, why are there no grab handle here? We call it the oh my god handle. None. There's none. Is it because it's a very safe car? I don't know. Okay, so in case you have forgotten, this is a 7-seater SUV. To get to the third row, it is actually very easy. It's pretty much a one-handed operation here to push the middle seat forward and climb in. But, oh no! The third row seat is folded. What should I do? Unlike the XC90, which I have to manually put the seat back up, I just have to press a button here and it goes, oh! No manual labor whatsoever. All I need to do now is climb in. It is a pretty high car, as you can see. At days where I wear a skirt, it'll be very difficult. That's all I need to do. Pull this seat back to its original position. Put the headrest back up and voila! It's actually not bad. It will be very good for kids, but as for adults, good for short trips. The aircon comes on immediately, which is great. You get cup holders here, you get a USB charger over here, you get your own vents. And because the panoramic roof extends all the way back here, it still feels very spacious. And The window is pretty huge as well, much bigger than XC90 if I remember correctly. So now let's talk about boot space. Just give it a kick and it will do its thing. With the third row seat up, you get about 300 liters of space, including the hidden compartment down here, which is very useful. If you need more space, you can put the third row seats down by just a touch of a button. And with that, you get almost 700 liters of space, and if you need even more, the middle seats can go down, but you have to do it manually lah, unfortunately. By doing so, you get about 2,000 liters of space. And if that's still not enough, there's always the frunk with 46 liters of cargo space. And one thing to also mention, the car comes with air suspension, so you can actually lower it down by a press of a button. With that, you can load things easier, and your pets can also jump in a lot easier as well. Yeah, it's quite low. And now to the things I like and don't like about this car. Now let's start with the things I don't like. There are only 2 window switches on the driver's door. So in order for you to control the windows at the back, you first have to press this button here to switch to the rear windows. And to control back the front windows, you then have to press this again to control the front windows. This car's key fob doesn't come with a key, nor buttons. And they also give you a key card. And they allow your phone to access the car, which is I guess called key, I don't know. This uncle's brain cannot brain. The large panoramic roof doesn't come with a screen, so it's not very good for Malaysian weather. We live in a day and age where everything seems to be in a digital form, including adjusting your side mirrors, your steering wheel, and even your glove compartment. What's wrong with buttons? Now to the things I like about this car. It now finally comes with soft close. Oh, hey Volvo, can OTA update my car? To adjust your sitting position, all you need is this very clever knob that goes multi-directional. And this toggle switch in the middle helps you change different settings. Very clever, I like that. You can run your finger on the buttons on the steering wheel, and the functions will appear on this little screen to show you what you're about to press. I guess that's good, so that you don't have to look all the way down to the steering wheel to see what you're pressing. The car measures the distance between you and the object behind when you are reversing. Look. That's pretty cool. And wait, you hear it from the headrest. Huh? The Volvo EX90 comes in a single variant here in Malaysia, and it has got to be the twin motor performance model, which has dual motor, all-wheel drive, and it makes 517 horsepower and 910 Newton meters of torque. It gets you from 0 to 100 in just 4.9 seconds. Yep. And this thing weighs around 2.8 tons, by the way, so it's bloody quick. Top speed is limited to 180 km per hour, just like all modern Volvo cars, which is like a safety measure. But if you ask me, I think it's a good move, because I like to think Volvo owners are sensible drivers. But if you're one of those who complain about the limited top speed, I guess you're not at an age yet to appreciate this thing called life. It comes with a massive 111 kWh battery, which returns 623 km of driving range. AC charging rate is at 11 kW, while DC charging rate can go up to 250 kW. So you can really get it charged up and get it going again for your long distance drive. But this is provided there is a supercharger along the way to make it work. Volvo says this is the safest car they have ever made, so it does come with a very impressive list of safety features. Well, there are just too many to read out, so we have listed them all here. The EX90 is also equipped with world's first interior radar system, which helps ensure you don't leave anyone behind. The car is able to detect a sleeping toddler or even a pet through the tiniest movements at sub-millimeter scale, including the boot area as well. If someone or something is detected inside, it will remain unlocked, and the aircon will be turned on to help lower the risk of heat stroke. This is a very thoughtful and life-saving feature. Coming from the XC90, the EX90 feels like a whole new generation of car. Starting with the obvious, which is the interior, you get a tiny meter cluster, a big-ass home screen, no buttons around. It requires a bit of relearning.
So apart from learning the basic stuff like adjusting your side mirrors, which is from the screen, adjusting the steering wheel on the screen, accessing the glove compartment also from the screen, to open the boot, yeah, you've guessed it right, it is also from the screen. The pilot assist function is also different now. Well, it's not on the screen, but it is no longer with a touch of a button. It is now with a flick of a lever. It activates the pilot assist, which then the car takes over using the adaptive cruise control and also lane keep with steering assist. Well, I guess it's not a bad thing because the gear lever is now here as a lever, so to flick it feels quite natural. But what's more important here, the pilot assist system feels so much more improved now. The way it anticipates the traffic, the way it slows down, it brakes, come to a complete stop, get it going again, the way it takes corner on its own. The XC90 is already considered one of the best when it comes to driving assistance like that, but here, it is so much better.
This self-driving feature is not exactly new. It is a level 2 autonomous driving feature which most modern cars are offering now, but it still requires your attention and input to make it work. The pilot assist here now comes with lane change assist, helping you to steer and change lane when it detects a safe gap, as long as your hands are on the wheels.
You can then increase or decrease the speed of the adaptive cruise control here. You can turn on or off the steering assist. I just haven't found out how to adjust the distance between you and the car in front. It is not on the steering wheel. It is also not on the screen. I just can't find it. Maybe they have just removed the function. But anyhow, you just need to relearn it quickly, get it familiarized, and you're good to go.
With the taxi sign on the roof, with the LiDAR sensor on the roof, this car can be a level 3 self-driving vehicle, which basically means the car can drive you from point A to point B, following a route set in the map without your driving input. It can do it all for you, but you still need to be in the driver's seat. Unfortunately, this feature is still unavailable here because it requires a lot of data and testing and approval from authorities to allow such self-driving cars on the road. The car, however, is already equipped with a LiDAR sensor, 8 cameras, 5 radars, and 16 ultrasonic sensors, running a pair of NVIDIA Drive AI platforms and a Snapdragon 8155 processor to take self-driving to level 3. All the car needs is an over-the-air update and you're good to go.
So what's the LiDAR sensor doing now? It is mainly to collect data as you're driving around, but I'm not sure to what level it is contributing to the current pilot's assist system. But we do know that it can detect pedestrians up to 250 meters away. Yeah, that's good to know. Volvo is really not kidding when they say it is the quietest car they have ever made. You do feel isolated from the world outside, and paired with this ride comfort, it feels so serene. It rides on a set of dual-chamber air suspension, and it absorbs all the bumps very well. At low speed, it feels soft and comfortable, and at high speed, it absorbs all this undulation on the road very, very well and very smooth. What surprises me though is how it takes corner. You know, like how sometimes you enter a corner a little more aggressively, you expect a huge, massive body roll due to its size and weight, but no. The way it takes the corner, it feels like it has got a active stabilizer to push the outer wheel up to level itself to minimize that roll. It doesn't feel like a 2.8 ton car taking that corner over there just now. It's very impressive. I do wish there are like pedal shifters for me to increase the regen level when I enter a corner, like I'm downshifting, right? But no, there's none to be found. That is not on the screen. You cannot adjust the regenerative level of the car. There's only one pedal function. Power delivery, as expected, is instantaneous. But it is unlike most of the EVs out there. It doesn't try to break your neck when you put your foot down. Yes, it accelerates rapidly, but it's gradual. It's very linear and it's almost regal the way it picks up speed. And that's what separates premium brand from most of the EV brands out there. Anyone can make an EV. It is as simple as taking a washing machine, put 4 wheels on it, and it's good to go. But the key here is the calibration. Instant torque is meaningless nowadays in this day and age, but it's the way you manage it. And in that aspect, Volvo has done it very well, starting with the C40.
it feels very natural being an EV. Well, when I say natural, it feels like you're driving an ICE car. So when you accelerate, it feels very progressive. Feel like you're working an engine to get it up to speed. And it doesn't feel robotic like it's a switch, like an on and off. So hence it feels natural. In fact, if you were to blindfold a Volvo owner and put him in this car, ask him to drive it, well, it's not advisable, but you get what I mean, right? He can tell that it is a Volvo because it has that very familiar driving feel. But I'm sad though. I'm sad knowing that they have made a car better than the XC90 now. Jumping from my car to this car, I immediately feel how superior the EX90 is. It's smoother, it's a lot more comfortable, it's more powerful for sure, it's safer, it has got more gadgets, and knowing that it can drive itself one day, I'm jealous. And for only 8,000 ringgit more than the XC90, I think we have a clear winner here. So, is this car for you? Well, if you're looking for a 7-seater people mover with comfort and safety as your utmost priority, and you are ready to go full-on EV, then yes, because at this price, you are buying something that is future-proof now, and there's nothing like it in the market that can come close to what it can offer. But if you are like everyone else in the market, not ready to take the plunge into full-on electrification, you should probably consider the recently updated Volvo XC90 plug-in hybrid instead, because with that, you have the best of both worlds, just like me. So if you're ready to purchase a Volvo EX90 or a Volvo XC90 plug-in hybrid, you can actually log on to AutoBuzz.my to grab a good deal from us. We are now giving away 2,000 ringgit worth of Prepro products for every purchase of a car through AutoBuzz.my. Anyway, buying the car or not, do give us a like for this video, give us a comment, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you click on the bell icon to get updates whenever we upload a new video. See you in the next one.